All right, I'm recording this now. Okay, we're just gonna do hot takes on we're gonna do hot takes on the new on all the deck lists for Top Cut. I haven't looked at this yet. Josh, supposedly you've looked at this.
Yeah, I went through it. Yep.
We're waiting on Mick and Danny, but I will share my screen. Where can I? Okay, share screen. Share this window. Okay. All right, it's the elimination round. Okay. So I'm playing up against that name was taken. I haven't scheduled my game yet. One thing I want to mention is that we have gerrymandered all of New York into one side. I guess it's not so bad. Me, oh wait,
No.
did you not? I was told we were gerrymandered. I guess it's not so bad. None of the New Yorks are playing each other.
John Alf was talking about there being 4 you guys in one group.
Oh yeah.
But all right, so Xavier went in with the Europeans because his time was more flexible, which left like 6 New York guys, and it ended up being like a 4-2 split, which is one off from 50-50, so it's not bad. Because our group had you and Stan.
Okay, so Group A. Okay.
Are we just going, or
I'm just I don't know. I'm just going. I don't. Right. What did you think about this? But let me pull up the pool.
I thought a lot about it. I made it.
Did it turn out like you thought it would?
I thought that light side would almost have a bit of an edge. No pun intended.
Okay.
And it turned out that dark side was a bit dominant again. But not like... aside from a one group, it was still pretty close. I think the first group, like, it was like 17-7 or something like that.
Yeah. I was actually really happy with where the replacement cards came in. I thought they were really cool, and they added new life to pods I would never touch. Mirax, genius to put K2SO. Mission briefing. I mean, I was already playing Emperor Sword, but now it's actually a tier 1 pod. I have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna make a guess that there's 2 decks running second phase. I know Xavier is one of them. And I know I'm not one of them. So
I saw 0 of it in the group rounds. I'm assuming as did you. So
yeah. I think I still think Emperor. So I think Emperor Sword is tier 1. I think it's so good. I'm running it 5/5 off color. Spoilers. But I think that giving that pod was already great, and giving it a money.
The pod was already good. Out of all the cards that get pulled, that's the only card I think that you might actually just use the old card, because if you have enough money, the gun's really good.
Yeah. I've actually, the question is, I want to see how many people are running Emperor Sword with only 2 colors. That's what I'm wondering about. I think that's going to be a low number.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely running it with 3. I was this close to bringing a 6 untapped tie deck.
6 untapped?
Yeah. So well-equipped Talon Roll and the Black Sun one. So like the Headhunters will go ham.
The Headhunters are cool. I just don't think that I can justify all of my green money going to them. Because Virago is
for anything else.
Virago's also green. He's green greedy. Anyway.
But that's why it's beautiful as an influence. So
it's gorgeous. Okay. We are at Jedi. We are at 2 beginning. That's 2 Owen. 2 Doi 4 for that. Okay, so we're at Profundity with Heroes Beginning.
It's a Profundity Jedi deck. Yeah.
So what is Doi 4 doing in here? There's no spaceship. There's nothing for lightsaber deflection or guardians. Oh, I'm sorry. It's defense. My bad. Oh, this isn't scary. Okay.
Vehicles.
Okay, just getting warmed up. All right. Okay, but with the 3 splash of Jedi. Okay. How do you feel about the Owen off faction?
I feel like he's not going to be doing a lot in there. I guess he'll have 3 cards he can reduce, but also the event is maybe a little weird, but it's a good set of sets for bombs.
You
Like
see,
between
I vote for that 2-1 split the other way. But nitpicking. Okay. What is this? Ooh, we have walkers.
Yeah.
Walkers with entanglements. Oh, I love entanglements. So where's the money?
Yeah, all of those walkers having 3 guns is pretty real.
This deck has no money.
His sector lockdown.
It's sector lockdown, and then the blizzard, the unstoppable advance thing. You see, when I build this deck, it only has 1 unstoppable advance, and it doesn't have shadows on the ice and recon mission. Like, this is one thing. I dropped
Shadows
this
is
in one
fine.
of these.
Shadows as a pod, if you have 2 Hoth, like Shadows is all 0 cost.
Does it have a Battle of Hoth in there?
What's that?
Does it have Battle of Hoth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got 3 Battle Hoths and 5 Hoth objectives.
I do like Wampas with Imperial Entanglements.
Yeah, them having 3 guns is really real.
Yeah, I want to watch these games for how the money goes.
Yeah, he has the Walker money. Also, Blizzard Assault objective. Like, I feel like his board is going to live and die on that objective. Like, whether he has a wide board or just has to work with the smaller board.
How much health do Wampas have? 2 or 3?
Wampas 3.
Yeah, so his board doesn't die. That's like what he's banking on. He has the Imperial Entanglements. Those guys don't die. The recon mission's out of place, but he wants his twist. So interesting.
Yeah, like every one of those pods has multiple solid blockers too.
Okay, 1 Honor Among Thieves. This is an interesting take. I thought this was a instant 2x, but 1 and 1 for the Jan. Okay.
The problem with running 2 Merrics is then you still have 2 of that little bastard in there.
So what?
2 of her chud.
I think the problem with her is that her events rely on your guys going away, which is no fun.
Just one of them. The other one makes them go away.
Yeah. With the 2 raise the stakes. This pot is gonna destroy me. What's up, Danny?
Hey.
So yeah, we're just recording this and we're gonna post it.
Yeah, if the walkers get far, the raise the stakes is gonna be pretty huge because like nothing in the walker decks can block them.
Imperial Entanglements can. No, interesting. This deck I'm more worried about the because I have to play this guy. I'm worried about Force Swindled.
Yeah.
Destroys ties.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're not blocking any of those. Yeah.
No, I just have to play 3 cost ships.
No, I meant
I'm not afraid of the blockade runner.
Yeah, the walker deck's not blocking anything.
Bait and switch. Where's the money in this deck? Questionable behind him. Okay, there's plenty.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this? Nar Shaddaa.
There you go. 3 color ties.
Yeah, I just.
Hi, Colby.
Hey, Kalani.
Howdy.
Where's Vaporeon?
Well, ask Daniel. He hasn't bought it for me yet.
Wow. Okay, never mind. I'll step out of that one. Christmas is coming, Daniel. Christmas is coming. Okay, so Nar Shaddaa Drift. I've never been a fan of stacking my own units on dark side. As you know, Josh, I love stacking my units on the light side, but that's a different story.
So this looks like a 3-color tie deck without untaps.
Should I have my video off?
They're just thumbnails up in the corner.
No, the recording's a little weird. I don't know what it does.
Okay, that's fine. As long as I'm not messing with the view.
No, it's fine. I have no idea what Skype is going to record anyway. I think it would show you without your picture anyway. Just to show you an empty box. Skype is weird. Yeah, Nar Shaddaa Drift is correct. I like Nar Shaddaa Drift.
Are we talking about Carlos's list?
I'm looking at. Is that name was taken?
Yeah,
it's Carlos.
I have to play him.
Yeah, so what we're doing is Colby hasn't looked at any of the lists yet, even though the rest of us, I feel, have gone through them a bit. Obviously, Mick has.
Yeah,
so
deck lists
we're
are
doing,
amazing.
We're doing hot takes. Doing hot takes as we read through the lists.
Okay, sweet.
So I like his dark side list. I was trying to build like a 3-color ties with like 6 untaps, and he seems to be doing 3-color ties like super defensive.
I don't think ties is supposed to be run defensively, but at least he's running double cloud cover and double fell. He's got 6 stand targets, and I bet those are actually a little clunky in this deck. Like the things he's not running defense protocol, and he's not running backstabber. And I think those are scarier.
Yeah,
than
but
some
he's
of the
running
options
black market exchange.
Mick, tell me why tell me why I should be afraid of that card.
Because of double striking.
Okay.
Who's he striking with, though?
TIE fighter, I guess.
Yeah,
Black Squadron formation.
I don't know, anything he needs to double strike with.
Black Squadron formation is a black 2 or black 1.
Yeah, it's 2 black tactics. So he isn't gonna die. He's gonna block all day, and that thing will be in like every fight. It'll be all right.
Whatever. The only thing that's bad about this list is I can't use Pyre on it.
No, you're not pirating.
Yeah.
Whatever. This will be a good match. This will be a racing kind of a match.
All right, on to Xavier.
Yeah. So
look, I gotta say, I was really surprised when I saw Xavier's list and Doi 4 Lady Luck wasn't involved.
That's the sort of thing I do, but only with Leia.
Yeah, I feel like there needed to be maybe one more discard outlet for Lady Luck to really take off.
I think you're just supposed to use Jan Ors with the twist, and it just doesn't end up being that good anyway.
I mean, you were playing around with Lady Luck and defensive Yavin 4 for a while, right, Daniel?
I played it for one game, and then I found the objective, and I'm like, wow, if I didn't find this objective, I'd be really sad because I found 4 of the guys.
Yeah, same thing. I was like, okay, I'm out on this.
Like, I had a good game with it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to have a bad game with this. I'll just feel miserable. Actually, the same thing happened to me with Walkers. I had a crazy Walkers game, and then I'm like, yeah, if this does any worse, I'm just going to be depressed. This deck has seen its best game. It's done.
Like, if you're happy with those guys, if you ever play them on the board, you just feel like you could have had an Ewok Hunter.
I mean, you can still pyre them, but yeah.
So...
Let's talk about how he's running Willard.
Yeah, the one Willard. We were talking about this one Willard. It's worth it for the objective. This is a good enough pot.
Yeah, the objective is insane. The
fate card is real in here.
Yeah.
Infiltration.
The board clear is good. The other events really great versus ties. Like, I just
you just
like deleting their
enhancement. That's good.
It's mean. Yeah. Probably a good meta call to run this as a 1x. Never run this as a 2x. It's too many.
Yeah, the pod's really sad if you don't find the objective. Like, if you have the objective and you're at 2, you're great. If you don't have the objective, you're sad because the units suck.
All of the cards in that pod like replaced themselves in some way, though. I guess
think New Hope is, you're happy to see that card probably.
Yeah, you're a lot happier to see that if the Janor's objective is out.
That's a cool play.
Yeah.
But look at this
7 guys and then bounce them
with that Akbar back in hand.
What is this dark side list?
The dark side list is amazing.
What do we got?
He's running Vader. He's got Vader. He's got Imperial bureaucracy. Like, if you kill the one Vader, Sate goes and finds it.
Oh yeah, Sate.
And then he's got more Vader going on.
I specifically put Sate in the pool to help Vader. Like, if he gets discarded or edged or something like that, you can get him back somehow.
Yeah. And then he's got Emperor Shadow in here too, so he can give Vader a stick, defensively draw a card. And then it's like, how am I going to be able to draw cards? I got this thing on Vader. It's like, no, you just you swap him with the other Vader, and that gets the stick in the discard, and then you can draw a card again.
And then he
'Cause
doesn't accidentally
This
die.
card's this deck has crazy edge. It's got Imperial Bureaucracy. It's got Emperor's Shadow.
Has Xavier explained how well Vader's working for him or not?
I'll
I
text
think
him.
we're gonna see.
Like how did he's 3A, so he was like the last person in his group that could qualify.
Also, I mean, people may have changed their
That was an interesting group because they had a tie. So it was him and the name was taken had an exact tie down to game points, and they had played each other in the last round. So it went to like the fourth tiebreaker. So
What's that?
you can't discount the people coming through in the third seed.
I like the
Wait.
fourth tiebreaker being whoever just does their game first. Okay. I'm actually hyped for this deck. This deck seems like I would never build it, but it seems really hard to beat.
It's
The,
gonna stomp face. I'm excited for it.
the bottom three pods there are kind of like a Sith core that a few other folks are maybe,
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty familiar for a while
Yeah,
now.
I feel like Danny and I settled somewhere near there too.
Inquisitors plus Dark Council is really good.
Why is that?
Because Inquisitors gives you a lot of bodies, and then Dark Council gives you Janus in the event. So it's like when you have Order of the Inquisitors, you have a lot more freedom to play pods with questionable units.
Yep.
And then like Janus
It's
is
just
just like in a
it's
limited
really
pool, it's just maybe the best pod.
Yeah, Inquisitors has 3 real units. Like even the worst Inquisitor, you're still fine dropping and blocking with because he's got a gun and shields.
Mm-hmm.
And the events in second phase are pretty good. Like
Yeah.
they're a lot of fun.
They like directly say that you lose less. They are direct win condition events.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel
the
about Force
enhancement
Shield.
is pretty poor though. The one that just says if your objective blows up, you draw cards.
You've got well equipped though. You're just gonna
Oh, yeah,
heal
that one's
damage
bad.
and you're gonna well equip the money off of the force shielded
The
objective.
little instant shield though, that's fun. Like you can be like, oh, how am I gonna get a gun? I'm all tapped out, and then
Yeah,
you
the events
damage your
are good.
Sith objective to pay for the gun, and then you remove the damage and put a shield on it. This deck's gonna be working magic.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
All right, on to Tyler.
Tyler with the I don't know why I couldn't build with this pod. This pod is so good. Twilight of the Apprentice.
It's really good at your opponent not knowing what the hell your cards do. And having
Well, they do
having
like
to
a
read-
billion things. It's super hard to keep track of.
Yeah.
I think he
the
wants
hardest
to
thing for
win
me is
on not keeping the force, but then taking the force.
Yeah.
Because he's also running Porkins.
Ooh,
He has a one of.
that's a fine one of. That ship is just fine.
Look, it doesn't say we should put an achievement in for the cut. If you get 2 dial ticks on your turn against Tyler, you get like bonus.
I'm
He's also
mostly
got
excited
Yoda.
about like Sabine, doing well equipped with Old Master and Ezra's lightsaber, just ripping things apart.
Oof.
I don't get why Han Solo's in the deck.
He's not in the deck.
Yeah.
Oh, Hoodie Han's in the
Evacuation.
deck, all right.
Oh, this Han.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hoodie Han dies and goes finds you Sabine, maybe?
Tyler likes that pod. It's a consistent pod. It's got a money. It's got 3 uniques. It's got
Yeah,
Brave
it's
Hope.
got 3 units.
That
I like
pod's-
the pod.
that
It's
pod's
got
fine.
it's got great edge too.
There's some
The
shielding.
objective is trash.
It's got a resource.
No. The objective is funny.
Sack your guy to remove a focus token from something.
I will say I've used that objective a lot more than I thought I would.
Remove all focus tokens. So like if you have like a freeholder money that's fully tapped, you can sack a 1-drop and just get $3 back.
I guess he can sack the droid from Porkins after it uses its money, and then use the money that was freed up to play one of the Keep the Force events.
I mean, also if you have like an event that you want to play, they go into their turn. You just put like an extra focus on their event cancel.
Or when Han Solo is buried and sad, you sack him to go find Sabine.
Yeah.
All right.
No, the
Not too
card,
mad at it.
the objective's not bad.
So what is Tyler doing with Vader? He's doing.
He's also running Vader.
He's getting 4 pip Arden Lin events.
Yeah, he is.
Ooh. Okay.
Bam, 4 damage. Woe unto he who's running characters against him.
So
Yeah.
look. So Xavier's running Bureaucracy to recur Vader. Tyler's running Sector Lockdown to recur Vader and Arden. I kind of like this strategy that Tyler has of like, let's put Arden and Vader back into the deck and keep drawing 4-dot cards. That's very Tyler.
So the Arden Lin enhancement, I forget the exact wording, but it puts the guy on the top of your deck. Is that when they leave play or when they die?
I think it's when they leave play.
But I don't
You get it back.
think you can do that on a swap though, right? Because
Oh, ew.
it's a cost to bounce it to your hand.
Yeah, I assume the swap has to happen.
Yeah.
Cell
I
block
mean-
detention's real good.
Oh, let me go get
We've
Arden.
seen the
Then.
strength of Childson.
One thing, wouldn't that be like a replacement effect though?
Yeah, but then your cost isn't paid. I mean, you can do it and just not put the other Vader in play if you want him on top to blast for 4.
Yeah, it is leaves play.
Yeah, and it's an interrupt. So like if you do it, you don't get to put the other one into play.
I don't. I always forget how mean that objective is, though. The Reawakening is disgusting.
It's great.
The
I don't
other
know,
thing
yeah.
too is that if you misread the events, you can mill your opponent.
I know it's really good.
He's on 6-4 reverse, so like he might get locked out of Navy, but he can at least all his money is neutral at least.
Yeah. I think if Vader wasn't affiliation restricted, I still might go red because I can live without the gray cards in this deck. I can't live without the Reawakening, having the red money, the Order of Inquisitors. Those are all red cards. This deck seems cool. I don't know if I like Xavier's or Tyler's better though.
I think Xavier's is much better.
I think Xavier's is more consistent.
Yeah, I feel like Tyler could have a possibly better board, but I think Xavier's is maybe more consistent.
I think Tyler's going for these big Reawakening plays. Like this is the X factor.
Also, Tyler could probably end the game sooner too.
He does have the Stalker.
Yeah, and Stalker with the light side decks we've seen so far is going to be one-shotting objectives.
But second phase Vader is still 2 enormous units with 2 bombs.
Oh yeah, they're fine.
Like these are still Sith decks with bombs and big units.
And you can still make good attacks with the Inquisitors too. They might even have to edge all their cards first. Who knows?
Can I if I've someone's echoing. Never mind. If I've got I got an echo somewhere, but if I've got a Dark Trooper Legion in my discard pile and I have another one in my hand, can I use its effect to damage Sector Lockdown, therefore turning off Sector Lockdown and playing the Dark Trooper Legion? Probably not.
Can you damage any objective or just Sith objectives?
Any objective.
Well, let's look.
I bet you couldn't initiate the effect.
I don't think I've actually used it since like Hoth.
And that's tricky.
I don't think you can.
I think like technically
No, because you can't play it
reveal first,
when you.
right?
The damage would happen before the guy comes down, but you wouldn't be allowed to even try to play the guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you want to play the guy, you have to like basically show that you're playing the guy, and then you can trigger his interrupt. But if when you show him it's an illegal play, I think you're just hosed.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, you can use him if you have like something else you want to play and you want to be able to play it.
Look at
Like
Tricolor Smugglers
Uh,
with 4 influence dollars.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's a couple people who are running all 4 Allies of Necessity on light side.
This deck feels.
I know Matt has been playing the. He played through the whole group round with like a few pods like coming in and out of here, and he's tuned it pretty well.
It's
I
got
like
good stuff.
the million 1Xs. That's cool.
Yeah. Pulse report's
the-
real good.
The 2Xs there are pretty uninspiring. Like I just don't personally love Jin or Dice all that much. Like they're like 1X cards to me. So like if someone's playing 2X at both of them,
Oh, what's not
Just
to
gonna-
love about There Will Be an Engagement? Come on.
That is, I think that's been one of the only pods that has been in all three pools. There will be an engagement.
Yeah, just because Jedi money is so weird, because we're not going to give you a Yoda or a Luke.
I think he's saying I'm running 4 allies of necessity, and here's a whole bunch of stuff that benefit from that.
Yeah,
I
also
see 9
on
pods
3
with
colors.
dollars.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see 9 pods with money.
Yeah.
I don't know, like maybe there's a couple of those Jin Shuds, like 2 Jin Shuds go in and attack, and Darkseid's like, whatever. And then bam, 4 allies of necessity, objective destroyed.
I
I
see.
mean,
I
Jin
see.
by herself can go nuts if you leave her unchecked. Or Jan.
Oh yeah, this is Jan and Jin.
Yeah.
Whoa, so like Jan lets Jin double strike, and Jin can make herself double strike.
Yeah.
He's not running Akbar.
Yeah.
How many times did you play Akbar against me? That was disgusting.
3, I think, in one.
I was so disappointed with Iggy D's money.
Yeah.
See, this is a list I can get behind.
I think I still ended up losing the game, but against Danny, I did have Jin put out 6 focus tokens in one fight.
Oh, that's
Oh
good.
yeah, that felt pretty bad.
Yeah, between her own thing,
This TIE
Sabine.
Fighter deck is not beautiful. This is the ugly TIE Fighter version.
This is not beautiful. I was going to ask that. Where's the dollars?
We have
1, 2.
So 5 people are running
Shadow.
TIE. 3 of them are running beautiful TIEs. But Propolis is running.
Yeah, I'm telling you though, that gun is real.
I think
What
if
is-
you have the option to play the replacement cards and you don't, that should be an automatic DQ.
No, I felt like beforehand,
he knows
this
what
is
he's
the
doing.
one replacement that you might not play.
Disagree. Hold on. I'm just making sure that, okay, Daniel isn't actually matched up against him. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, put his.
He has the shadow in here, right? So he still has his $6, right? With his cloud cover boost and his sword boost.
Yeah, and the deck's cheap.
Shadow is not cheap.
It's got 1 unit.
Like, what? I don't know what's stopping you from just going smuggler here.
The fact that it's a dark side deck.
Or scum. That's true. Thanks. Moving on.
Now the bomb's really real, I feel.
The gun is overkill. It's so like I've played Emperor's Sword for years now. That gun it never is relevant.
No,
Your
you put it
opponent
on
either-
black 2. Like,
Oh, sometimes
that gun
it's
on
super
black 2
relevant.
makes black 2 real.
I was scared of that gun.
Mhm.
That gun helps take out freeholders.
I always found myself putting it on Backstabber and then making somebody have to kill it before it shoots you, and then getting to play another Backstabber.
Yeah, because you sell the Backstabber to untap the black 2. Replay Backstabber.
I'm not playing this game right, apparently. Who's Bacchus?
That's our Italian.
Ooh.
And then Matt said that his
11
tie
pods.
deck performed really well against him, and he was apparently inspired and came pretty close to. Like, I think their 2 dark side decks are the closest we
was on
have.
top before Matt.
Huh?
He was
I
on
think-
top before Matt.
Yeah, he was on a different deck,
Oh.
and then he kind of got one of those infamous turn 3 dark side wins, and he was inspired by the tie deck. I think these 2 have the closest deck in the whole group.
They're the same deck. It's just one's on 11 pods.
Yeah.
Both of his decks are 11 pods.
Yeah,
That's because he's measuring his decks in metric.
That would be 10.
He's modeling himself after Anton.
Yeah, I was wondering if this is Anton in disguise.
Aha, it's me.
The Italian Anton.
It's-
I'm excited about this list. So this is also a 4 Allies of Necessity list, right? Yeah, he's got Desert
Yeah.
Recruitment and Spirit of Rebellion and Sabine.
I like the 1x Owen in here. It really makes like having an Owen in the deck makes Chirrut and Dice come out so much more smoothly. Dice for 1 is really good because you can play other 2/1 monies with them. Ooh, I guess you can unfinished Dice and then have an engagement.
Ooh,
And then there will be an engagement.
Dice in for there will be an engagement. And Dice and Chirrut and just push through a bomb. Maybe 2.
This is so good.
Load him up with allies, push through all the bombs. Can't stop that blind guy.
I also like him going to 2 twists. This pod is so good, Defense Protocol.
Yeah.
Oh, twist just
Yeah, and a
wrecks
tie
people.
deck, a free event to untap anybody is not bad.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad. I didn't see anyone. Maybe this will change as we get further down. I didn't see anyone reducing their freeholders with Owen, because Moisture Evaporator makes the freeholders cheaper.
You see, if I were to do that, I also put I put in House Edge because having Gambler on the table makes your opponent want to hold cards. Right?
Yeah, screwed if you do, screwed if you don't, kind of thing.
Yeah. I had one of those decks built, but I kind of just liked the other light side deck more, and I just kept rolling with it.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's a high variance thing. Okay, Jimmy.
He went down to 1 hero's beginning. Interesting.
So this is Korhan in Jedi.
Oh no. Here, double hero. See, this is a thing that we talked about. See, having this 4 heats with the stunning blow
4 heats and a Korhan. That's
And a
just
Korhan.
destruction everywhere.
and a deflection. Oh, oh, this deck seems great. This going 1x Owen and 1x Shantipole is very Jim, and it's so consistent.
So is Luke just going to be getting played on foot?
Why not?
He's
Or
just
don't play him. Like, he's 3 dots. His pod is 10 dots, and this objective is so many dots. It really shores up the weaknesses in
that
Han.
helps with edge quite a bit.
Yeah, and he's got 4 targets that he can go on. So
You can,
And the pod's got 3 units.
hitting Luke's fine. Like,
Wait, Colby, you
eventually
can't count
him.
the Tauntaun as a unit.
I do.
it
it
gets
takes
on the
the-
post. It's fine.
It takes the force. It's 1 on the force. I like
I
sacking
feel
it
like
to
the
the
history of
five.
this game is Colby overvaluing shitty units. Like I said, the reason that people weren't running 2 Myrics is because then you end up with 2 of the stupid guy. And he's like, "Oh, that's fine."
He costs 2. You just
Yeah,
pitch him though.
Yeah, I guess at least he can't be targeted by captured.
I think K2SO is our most popular champion card.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's great.
4
And
people.
he's in a good pod now.
Is this our first? Is this the first like honest to goodness scum deck?
This is the only mono scum deck in the cut, and it is fantastic. Like,
Wait, but
double Java's reach.
Hold on. He's not running recon mission? Jim.
What's he
You
need
can't-
it for?
You can't protect it. He's not running Aura. That's sad.
Yeah, there's no room for her. Like, this deck is all about powering up Java's reach and having like reserve 8 or 9.
Mhm.
And there's such great synergy between Reversal of Fate and Shadowed Surveillance
And Out of the Mists.
and Out of the Mists. Yeah.
I want to see that
Really good.
3 pip 0 cost event do something.
The Out of the Mists one?
Yeah, the one that lets you like swap where guys are.
The double.
Yeah, that does work. It's just tough to have it do work.
I will say,
Absorb.
this is the biggest feels bad pod in the game. I hate lucrative.
Wah, wah.
Ugh.
You got to file the papers.
Yeah, also he has 3 ways to blow up the Momothma gun if people try that crap against him.
What's the other 2?
Out of the Mist money.
Oh, that is a good money. That's a good money.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
kind of creeps up on you. You never see it coming, even if it's on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of unlimited money in this pool.
If I have to play Jim,
Yeah.
I might have to play Jim. If I do, I'm gonna lose Baronfell to that thing.
Why? Are you gonna play your dark side against his dark side?
No, I'm sorry. I meant Luke. I meant the light side
Okay.
guy. Oh. Yeah, because
What
I'm
does
running
he
Prowl.
have that he can chain react in this deck? He can chain react.
Out of the mist.
Chain react, I think, any of the win by double things, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's running
That's
a
good.
Greedo.
I think he could chain react Reversal of Fate if he doesn't like what he sees.
I don't.
Oh, that would be hilarious. No, because you would like
It's
reversal of fate and interrupt. Yeah.
I thought it was a reaction.
It happens before they're flipped over. I'm pretty sure it's an interrupt.
Let's go to the tape. Have my.
Got it
Like,
right.
I think it's worded weirdly. Or
It's a
like
corset
after they're
pod, of
flipped
course
up, so
It's an
before-
interrupt.
Oh, okay.
He can redo Jabba's pleasure barge.
Ooh, yeah.
That's actually good.
I like when you can. I like doing it against Momo. You get to tutor your deck for out of the mist money or something.
I don't think anybody's running MoMA.
Sadly, no.
Han is a reaction.
Yeah, having Han shoot himself in the foot is pretty funny.
Wait, you can react on your opponent's
Yeah.
things? Oh.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I thought
That's
I
how-
had
Reaction. You're like, bam, take that.
The problem with reacting to the out of the mist stuff is that chain reaction is a 3-pip card. So, like, if you want to ensure that you're triggering that stuff, that's deck.
He has a twist. He has shadowed surveillance, and he has out of the mist. Like
And reversal, yeah.
and
So
reversal.
Yeah, and he's got reserve like 9. So
Yeah, the reversal is the key there because you can throw in like one dot, and if you know that if they put in 2 cards, then you can just say, okay, let's swap. As long as you have 2 pips, I'm good.
yeah, no, the synergy between reversal and shadowed surveillance is disgusting.
A lot of his units have guns, but very few bombs in here. I guess he's at the pleasure barge. These guys have a bomb. No bombs here. No bombs here. Greedo.
Odian's got bombs.
very, very little elite, too. You may have force issues, but probably fine.
Probably fine.
I think this is a very resilient deck. I was running
Yeah.
something similar.
John Elf is running. Oh, he's running something close to my list, but with Doi 4. I like this version of the list. But he's all about having actually the 1x secret of Yavin 4 in here too.
Why is that?
You can permanently keep Heroes Resolve online.
Yeah. Like all
Except
of those
against
cards.
walkers.
Oh, like trying to flop both of those and just having disgusting edge.
That's real.
Yeah, that only like the Walker decks can even turn off.
Yeah, throwing shields on some of your ships isn't bad either. I
Oh, yeah,
like
he took the pyres out of my deck is what he did.
I like the rebel assaults. You know, he's got 3 heat battles. You soften something up with a heat, and bam, you hit it with a rebel assault.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of seats for Luke to hop in.
And I'm sure that actually having that astromech upgrade is real in this deck.
So
He
what?
can
Like,
boot,
with
like
Kian?
Luke around with reassignment. Luke gives icons. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's really easy to do if you plan on stacking off all your units. Oh, he's running. Jonoff, what are you? Look at him go.
This deck
Oh.
is so amazing. It's walkers and troopers.
I do feel a little. I do feel like he maybe is disrespecting the Wampas a little bit, but
This is the might of the Empire here. Just walkers and troopers going into Hoth base.
Yeah, it kind of seems like Wampus could pretty easily replace one of those reinforcements, and the deck's just immediately better.
I don't know, if you find both of the enhancements and reinforcements, though, you're really in business.
What does
But you
that
really
enhancement gives edge to?
edge 1 to everybody that's committed. So even like all the little derper droids from Dark Trooper Project will have edge.
Yeah.
And it stacks, so if you have 2 of them out, all your committed guys have edge too.
This is one of those decks that seem good on paper. That seems like fine on paper, but like then like we could just be playing Xavier's Sith list or something that is like oppressively strong.
I mean, Unstoppable Advance sucks. That's the other thing. Like that should be like a 1x. Blizzard Assault's good though. Like having a bunch of big bodies is nice.
Blizzard Assault can make Unstoppable Advance really good. Like if those walkers suddenly only cost 2.
Yeah, this is
fantastic.
clearly a good pod.
Like if your first turn is Childson Shud and an 80-80, yeah, you're happy.
Or like Zeta Walker and a Wampa.
I bet this deck has to commit something. Like, how does this deck take
You
the
could just go to
force?
11.
The cell block chuds are 2 pips.
Yeah, they're good.
You can just block with them and kill them off.
I think this deck has. How does this deck take the force without using Blizzard 2 or whatever this force walker is?
I mean, you can. Yeah, it does have Dark Trooper Project, so he just like can commit anything he wants.
Yeah, you got a bunch of little chuds that can bail you out. They add up over time.
All right.
I do feel like without like an Imperial entanglements though, like he may have gun issues. Like, well, only have like 2 guns most of the time, so like some mains will probably still get through.
Yeah, these guys don't have guns as much as you want them to. These guys die to heat.
Yeah, but he can counterattack
Pretty well.
with his.
He's gonna blow up all your stuff. He's gonna blow up your enhancements and then put veers on somebody and actually do both things.
On to Donovan.
All right.
Got a nice toolbox here.
The 1 false support. This is a good pod. If I were to be at all experimental on the light side, I would have done more with this in honor of Josh. I've been false supported by you too many times. Double forward recon.
Yeah, that's a lot of Jan Ors.
I feel like I maybe had shared too many Jan Or's tales with Donovan over the course of the
You inspired him. He's got double Jan Ors and the 1 Akbar. Make it happen. Oh, Willard's there too. Lovely.
Yeah.
Sabine is there to give.
Definitely a game in prep for this where I played Jan Or's like 7 times over the course of the game.
Wait, she can't bounce
I think
herself,
this is the
can she?
best light side I've seen so far as we're going through this list.
Really? This is
Yeah.
like. I can't. This is hieroglyphs to me. I can't read this. Why is this
This
good?
is very impressive.
Colby has trouble reading light side characters.
I do. They're not good.
All right, Colby. So the main thing here is like you have Winter with like a really good diverse pool of guys you can shit in, and then you also have Willard in a deck that kind of makes sense for him. Like there's enough targets for him to make use out of it, and just in general good shenanigans. Like if this deck can ever get to the board state where it's like mid game, he has money. And the difference between winning and losing is can you make a big play? He has way more big plays than any other light side deck we've seen here.
There's also a lot of money. Like this is a lot of money.
Also, Honor Among Thieves has like really cool events that you can use too. Like you can kill off one of your own freeholders to just play anybody. So like you could do that to get an Akbar in if you really wanted to.
Oh,
Also,
that's cool.
Also, the Willard Fate card, making the freeholder event free feels pretty cool.
That thing has text.
Yeah, it's called "Pick My Freeholder Up" to make you pick anybody up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no, I can. I always have a hard time with the 1x lists, but this does seem strong. I'm actually like getting behind this double Jan thing now for everything but Jan Ors.
Oh no, Jan Ors is a beast.
Yeah, Janors is cool. You have to win edge though.
Especially whenever you get like
She comes with a
friendships.
twist.
When you get some like allies on her and Sabine on her, like
there's allies in this deck?
No.
Sabine's in this deck. Okay. He's running a Virago!
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so-
I really want to see warning shot, like something in the best that credit can buy, like be the thing. Like maybe Profundity's going in, and he shoots it for 2. He's like, whatever, or maybe gets 3 on it, and then bam, warning shot.
Does it shoot? It shoots all vehicles, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna kill land speeders.
Yeah, it's gonna kill a
You
lot.
want to be pretty clutch on the capital ships to get rid of the protect that Defiance gives out.
The
Yeah.
shielding too.
Little keywords too.
The objective is huge too.
Yeah, the objective's
I
cool.
don't- Yeah.
Oh, that just turns off Profundity as soon as you get any damage on it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Profundity's off. Defiance is off, or whatever the protect one is off. Bright Hope is turned off.
Land speeders turned off. Lady Luck is turned off.
I feel like if you're playing against Colby, though, the second he drops a 1 health speeder, you just force choke that thing to death before you can put Luke on it.
Oh, the land speed, the regular snow speeder. Yeah.
It's only
That
1
thing
health.
dies.
Yeah, it just dies before you can even put Luke on it.
Oh, that feels bad.
So why is double crossing droid here?
So I almost submitted a list that was 6 untaps with ties with double crossing droid and double it's beautiful. So you don't have any units with tactics. So that fixes that. Like you just put that droid in the force and he's your tactics that is immune to a bunch of shenanigans.
All right.
Also, the dude can grab you up a Talon roll. There's money. There's an allies. If you're double striking, the allies will be good.
He's
That's
also
cool.
tricolor, so it's a 3rd unlock.
It's a 3rd influence money. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's also only got 1 green card in it, which makes a lot of sense when you're running it with best that credits can buy.
Yeah.
Also, chain reaction on defense protocol is good.
Yep.
Also,
just
the
kill-
objective is trust me.
You just kill Winter.
And he can also chain react Hand of the Emperor. Maybe he taps 2 things.
Oh yeah.
I think I've done that. That's a strong play. It gets under a shield, is what that does.
Yeah. So beautiful ties. Beautiful ties.
This is a cool list.
I want to see warning shot do work.
This is the most I've enjoyed seeing the best of credits can buy on a list. All right, let's look at.
He has 5 untaps. Like if he has a headhunter out, there's 5 possible untaps, and if he puts Merrick on that thing, objectives are just melting like butter.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I'm just like, why not play 2 best of credits can buy instead, right? Like then I think the deck is just more exciting.
Yeah, but I mean, he got Baron in for like holding the force. That can be a time walk almost. There's plenty of other good targets. So.
This is a cool addition to this list. The Shadow, I still don't support Shadow in TIE Fighters, but I've had that conversation to death. All right, what are you running, Josh?
Whose deck?
False report. I was hoping I was going to get a DQ right here.
Okay, so you got Jen, you got Akbar.
Yeah, I couldn't go without Jin and Akbar. Without Jan and Akbar too.
Double Sabine though?
Double Sabine. Yeah.
Double Sabine.
How close is this to Donovan's list?
3 pods.
It seems pretty close. Wait, Josh, when you played me, didn't you have double a forward reconnaissance?
Yeah, yours was I fiddled probably like half the deck.
Because I don't remember seeing K2SO in that deck.
Yeah, he's a late ad. He's like the last ad I put in. But he's like one of the best people to paint up with Sabine because they can't do anything about it really.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Nice.
Sabine, I think she was a 1 of when we played, so you upped her to 2.
Yeah, no, I was at 2-0 because the biggest thing I wanted to do with that deck I played against you was use the dash event on Sabine.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cheesy. It worked though.
Yeah, free untap. So I took what I liked from the deck I played against you and then just kind of filled it in a bit more.
Wait,
I feel like Winter is good with.
Looks like he's gone.
What's it?
It looks like Dash is gone.
He's gone. Yeah.
Right.
I feel
Nobody's playing Dash.
I feel like Winter is good with Jin because then you can maybe infiltrate a rebel guy if she's attacking.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I put enough different tricks in there that it might not be great, but it'll do some fun things.
What's this dark side?
It's the exact dark side I played against you with, and I think you did like 2 damage.
Yeah, it was mean.
So for each round of the Swiss, I played a different deck, and I just took the decks I had the most fun with.
Our game was me edging a heat away from being a very different game.
And I couldn't not run Aura Sing, so.
I'm glad you did. If you didn't, I would have been upset.
Somebody
Also, did you guys know that Aura Sing is a 3 or a 2 and Malakili is the 2? It replaces Malakili, not the Rancor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a big pitch for her to be in there, is getting 2 extra dots for the pod.
She's a lot better replacing Malakili.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was either gonna go there or Black Market Exchange, and I don't like Black Market Exchange.
Ooh, you can chain reaction to Rancor.
You can chain reaction to Rancor. Yeah, that was definitely in my head.
Chain reaction Rancor, chain reaction Janus.
Yeah, chain reaction Janus is pretty funny too.
Yeah, this looks like the solid sort of Sith staple here.
It's my comfort zone, Scum Sith.
And you get the draw on Order of Inquisitors event too. So this event becomes a cantrip.
Yep.
With AT-88. That's a big deal.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, Jano, what are you smoking? What are you building?
I don't know. I think my decks are pretty tame this time around. Like the light side, I kind of wanted to take advantage of the rebel vehicles. I initially had like a Lady Luck version of this where I swap out the brown stuff for yellow stuff, but I didn't like the situation where if you're running 4 yellow pods, you might just flop 2 of them. So you have to have a yellow affiliation and a yellow objective and only 2 red money. So I'd rather just guarantee that I can always have like realistically 3 red money unless I like really poorly draw on my objective flop. And then I have 2 Owens. So it's like if I go 6-4 the wrong way, the Owen can still bail you out every now and again.
Yeah, I think Owen's pod just also gives you better tools to win the game.
Yeah,
like
I feel like you
really
could maybe.
I
feel like you could have maybe fixed that by going like 3-7, right? But
I mean, maybe, but I just didn't like any of the other vehicle options that were there for Rebel.
I think Jack is like the only other real one that's a maybe, but even then.
Whereas like I felt like these are all like good pods, and so the only downside is that your money becomes a little wonky.
You have bombs coming out your ears too.
Yeah, like Josh, I think when we played, I didn't hit my brown money match, and the deck did fine. Like the reason the deck lost wasn't because I didn't hit a brown money. Like there were other reasons it lost, but like the deck performed perfectly fine.
Like and Capital Cover and Doifor are so good for the deck strategy that not finding these objectives is like fine.
Also, I want to see the Doifor enhancement on Profundity, and just go to Pound Town.
Oh yeah, no, that thing on Profundity, an unanswered Profundity is, I think, game over.
Or just load it up with like 2 of them. And, oof.
I definitely underestimated this pod. This pod is nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, free damage is good. The Chud's kind of whatever, but Profundity's great. And then even like the little like...
No, the Chud's good. The Chud untaps Profundity.
It has to strike.
Yeah, that's what the Chud does.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in there. I'm thinking like there's also like the little ship, the A-Wing, which otherwise is useless, is now like actually
Yeah.
a viable card with Profundity out there.
Mm-hmm.
Did that thing have a black gun or a white gun?
Black, I think.
Black gun, 1 health.
It's like 2 cost.
Works with Kian.
Sure.
Big brain. What is this? This seems good.
Yeah, just normal Sith. A lot of bodies.
Double
so,
out of the mists.
So like we're running Greedo, even though his units all kind of suck, it's okay because you have a lot of bodies between the Inquisitors and also Hutt's Menagerie. And then like having 3 guys with bombs is actually really important for this deck because like everything's super slow here. All the deck does is just sit back and wait. So having like little derps that can just go and push some damage every now and again helps you close out the games. So I kind of like that like last minute inclusion there.
I like the objective too.
Hive is some abilities really hard to
you
attack.
get them to attack it. That's
Yeah, I want to see Darth Maul come at it and miss killing somebody, or Han come at it and miss killing somebody.
It's each unit attacking it. It's not like entrenched Imperial Entanglements is like the first unit that strike gets a gun. This takes a gun away from every unit, which is it feels like when you're running the Spice Raid and you just feel like you can't lose this turn because you can only lose 2 objectives.
I feel like your edge is good enough too that you can probably sneak a bounty through.
Yeah, but bounty. I've only played the 1 game with the deck so far, but like historically, I haven't loved bounty, but I have always loved captured, which is the reason I threw him in there primarily. Is like I also want like some sort of answer if I'm up against a Profundity or some other Voltron, just to be able to get him off the board.
Just get the captured going. I feel like Jimmy is the one who can sneak the bounty through. He'll have Jabba out, lights
Oh
out.
yeah, yeah. The Jabba bounty is the real.
Okay, let's take that.
Is he running bounty? I think was it a 1x?
Is he?
He's running his
He got a Greedo, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has a 1x.
Yeah.
This is a scary list, being the only mono scum.
I try to
I'm glad
talk
he's only on 1 IG.
Poops out a Rodian, keeps out a bounty. All right, teddy bears.
Oh yeah, I'm running Sacrifice. Like this deck, I just saw Luke, Kian, Owen. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of edge. And then I found...
you actually had a Worlds deck, and I think one of the pods as I was putting it in, I think it was Luke. I'm like, there you go, Colby. Yeah.
No, the Worlds deck really relied on also having Wedge. Like the triple striking Blue 9 was beautiful until remember how you killed my Blue 9?
Yep.
It was with Twist, Echoes for Lanik Lackey gun.
Yeah.
He took his Lackey off the force to kill my guy. Made me very sad. But yeah, I'm just comfortable with those pods. I think they do bombs, and then Sacrifice and Endor. Like this gets so many people out of the way, unless it's ties.
And there's some cool stuff in that.
A lot of people running ties.
I know. This just like I think Daniel's comment was that I didn't have enough bodies in these 4 pods, so Sacrifice at Endor drew me cards to find better bodies, and had bodies that can like do a thing on the board.
Bodies.
And you can draw a game out with it.
Yeah,
you can. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean those chuds, they're not bad. The thing about them is that they don't progress your game state forward. So as long as you have something in your back pocket that will allow you to make up for the time that you spent just playing little derpy Ewoks, you're fine. But like they come in, they're a cantrip, they're good blockers, and then also when they die, they draw you a card.
I mean, they have
tactics,
so
yeah. The deck is so good at edge,
good,
and they have tactics. So if the deck does lose on critical mass, like if it can't really kill dark side units that well, unless it's using heat of battle, and if it's not getting like around and under things with the land speeder, it's kind of in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I lose hard to Twist. Don't twist me, please. Who am I playing? That name was taken. I don't think he's running a Twist, right? Yeah, no Twist. I'm fine.
Just
and then dark side.
Change.
And then dark side, I think this is the optimal tie list.
Beautiful ties.
Beautiful ties. This deck is so good.
As I was making the ties in the pool, I was like, all right, this isn't too many yet, right? This isn't too many yet. Like Phantoms had to go. Like they just couldn't be in here with all these tools. But
I feel
Yeah,
like best
Which
thing
one's
with the
Black Squadron
tie
formation again? Is that the red one?
that's the red one. That's black too.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I the only one running Dark Defenders though?
maybe.
I don't think I saw any other Dark Defenders. Yeah, just the one.
Yeah.
Like, I think actually if this was swapped for 8088, I wouldn't be upset. It doesn't really work with the deck, but like Donovan's way putting 8088 in this slot was actually not a terrible idea. The thing is, it's 3 tactics tricks. It's the big ship which you don't play who has a tactics. It is Backstabber, and it is Seeds.
You could also chain react Backstabber. Just saying.
Yeah, I think if you just look at Dark Defenders as like the 7-drop just being a 2-pip card with no text, that's probably the right way to evaluate that pod. And if you like that pod still, then you're fine. Because it has like some good cards. Like you got like the tap with the ship, you have the Seeds, you have a deck search, and then the pilot's not bad either.
Tutoring for something in this pod is super important. And
yeah, the come with me is great.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get black 2 with like a decent pilot on it, like that's your main form of defense. Which is actually why I ended up putting 8088 in my ties. Was like I needed another defender other than black 2, because like nothing else is really going to be blocking.
Well, it also has the pilot, and that pilot in here is actually great. That extra bomb gets a lot of good parity in the deck. Extra gun too.
Well, I think the best thing with the tie decks is that they're able to just get Baron Fell out on one of those tie interceptors, and that dial's moving.
Yeah.
It is really hard to pull the force away from a TIE fighter deck.
Yeah, on it, the only real out is like Willard or Winter.
Swindled. Swindle's rough.
That's
like that was the thing that kept me off of the vehicle list, is just the fear of Akbar is way too real, and I get that a lot of people only run him as a 1-of, but I feel like people are running him. I don't know, Colby, can you check how many people are on Akbar?
That's Draw Their Fire?
Yeah.
Where's Yoda Man? 4. So we have 1 here. Xavier's running 1. Donovan's running 1. Josh is running 1.
Oh, no, I'm running into Xavier round 1, so maybe I was right to not go with the vehicles.
It's only 1.
Well, he
also you can Willard the
he's just gonna loop Vaders on you over and over. It's gonna be brutal.
This is the only deck running Raise the Stakes. And he's running 4x Swindled.
He has 4 swindles.
But there's a ton of Han.
I mean, you have 5 stay on targets, right, Colby?
I do.
So
No, it's a tempo hit. Because like I actually need to defend on interceptors. They have 3 health.
Hey, I have a red Han.
Yeah, if you get your interceptor with a Fell blown out, that's gonna feel pretty miserable.
There's 3 evac procedures. You, Matt, Tyler.
yeah,
It's
Hoodie
like
Hunt's
3
good.
agents.
Hoodie Hunt is good.
It's not about the Hoodie Han. It's all about the Bright Hope.
I'm actually surprised at how few Yodas there are.
Not Torin Far.
Like Josh, you made a pool with no Yodas in it, with very few Yodas. The only one is running this Twilight is Tyler, which I think you have to run these together.
Probably. And
Twilight's
they
really
kind
good.
of like Sabine too.
Tyler's the only run running Twilight. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean the pod's really good. I'm a rebel.
The pool kind of hurts it. Like the Jedi options don't totally work for that pod.
Pod's not run.
I was trying to do a deck for a while that had questionable contacts and Twilight of the Apprentice, but it was always just like a step behind.
Mhm.
Isn't that you go Han, Yoda, Ezra, Guardians?
Yeah,
Plus
that was basically it. Yeah. I think I had some freeholders and
Owen. Finish
oh,
that with Owen.
maybe that was my problem. I had Ferris.
Okay, so pods not run. Ferris, Vima,
Yeah, I'm surprised at no
Two
Vima.
Arms. That got run in the pools for sure.
She's like any of the pods that say X affiliation only are kind of tough.
Yeah, I mean, she's directly competing against freeholders, I guess. So
But a free 4-drop can be really good.
This is what Durlin? Durlin wasn't run?
Yeah, nobody's running Durlin.
With all the 1x decks, I'm actually kind of surprised about that. That means that just the Rebels actually. I remember looking at this set of cards and thinking that it was just barren and full of nothing. Turns out there's stuff in here. Like Winter.
Rebels always have a great toolbox.
yeah, I also like 1x Durlin with Willard because his event feels a lot less bad out of the discard pile for free.
Oh, that's really good.
Rendar, Gamblo,
Willard was
House
the one
Edge.
that had a bunch of people skip pods, like no dash,
No MoMA.
No, Momo's pretty insane.
Yeah, no
Like,
MoMA and no 2 arms. Like I put in, you could run 3 tutors for the gun in the profundity set, and no one's running any of them.
Yeah, what wasn't MoMA pretty popular last?
Yeah.
MoMA's great. Well, last time MoMA came with a tempo because money
money
was so
was
tight. Yeah.
The investigation scene, no love, is pretty sad.
No
Yeah, I
Ewoks.
just love that pod.
I saw some investigation in the pools. Like this was definitely played.
Mhm.
People playing it. Otherwise,
Droids are not good enough without
no
Iggy B.
jump droids. No jump droids.
Yeah, and which is actually surprising because like we saw a lot of Afra in the last 2 tournaments.
Without
Yeah.
Iggy B.
Should have ran like double crossing droid and Afra. That's a lot of allies. I think capital support was the only one that was skipped for Navy.
Yeah.
Navy was cool. Like their people did different things with it. We got the TIE fighter decks, we got a couple Walker decks, we got like
character suite.
Vader with some troopers.
I think with Jim running a mono scum list, I think all of scum got played. Mostly by Jim.
No,
I think
Droid is not in there.
Yeah, Iggy Prime's terrible.
He's not. He's not.
Okay.
3 guns and a tactics. He's in elite. He's fine.
He's $5, dude. Wait, I thought he wasn't elite.
Yeah, he's elite.
No, Iggy D isn't elite. But he comes to an event that makes you elite for a turn.
Iggy D not being elite is sad.
It costs the $1 that you were hedging on his money anyway.
I feel like Iggy D though directly competes with Yasan because like they do the same thing just about, and Iggy D's pod is better. Like Iggy D's money is really big.
His chud is better.
Except that Iggy D's money does jack all against Akbar coming in 3 times.
It was only twice in the same fight.
I'm traumatized.
Well, Akbar is played, not put into play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to pay for him.
Yeah.
But like infiltrate and unfinished business is in the pool, so like Iggy D's money can do work.
It can. Yeah. That is true.
And bait and switch. Like yeah, there's good stuff in everything.
Yeah, it's good against unfinished business. It's real good there.
What about the neutrals? Like none of the light side neutrals.
None of the light side. Dark side was pretty good with Recon Mission and Wampas.
Yeah, no Tuscans.
No Tuscans.
I put Tuscans in because I felt like ties would run into a problem where they just couldn't get tactics. But they could have. I guess they just.
Tuscans is a 4-unit pod, so it's not the time for it. People have passed on it again. Maybe one day.
The Bantha needs to have like relevant text for that pod to ever see it's like a day in the sun.
He picks up a 3 pipper.
I mean, so I ran across the Junlin Waste in my 2013 Worlds deck, and the Bantha, like he did stuff. I was replaying, strike with the Tuscan, bounce it to hand, next turn play a Tuscan, pick back up the Gaffy stick. Yeah.
I mean, I've picked up like holocrons with him before.
That's cool. If you pop holocron, can you play Tuscan without wasting the holocron effect? Yes, right?
It's your next Sith thing, so
Yeah,
I think so.
probably fine.
Yes, you can get a $6 discount.
All right, so place your bets. Who's winning? Pick a horse.
So do we have to pick out ourselves?
Pick a horse that's not yourself.
Okay. Can you scroll back down to Donovan's list? I need to see if his dark side deck is good.
there's so many things that I want to see happen in this tournament.
Donovan's on 5 untaps. Like
I feel like
light
it's
side deck
Carlos's
can't block,
time.
games is over.
He's running Narshada Drift. This is going to be great.
Actually, no, I can't back that deck.
But Xavier is running like that awesome Vader deck. Oh,
I'm backing
Daniel.
I'm backing Jim. Jim is always my pick. Jim is a scary player. I can't edge against him.
Okay, can we like place bets on who we think's most likely to lose round 1?
Okay.
Let's
let's not look at my bracket.
gonna jump all over you with K2SO and Vader into that Sith deck.
Actually, I'll hedge my horse to Carlos. Only because he's going through Colby and Tyler. And like we already know Colby's deck's cooked because of the matchup. And then Tyler's deck looks like he was on acid when he was building it. So he just got the 2 free wins there.
Tyler, just so you know, Tyler, Daniel just said that you were on acid building your deck. What does that say about your deck?
The deck's amazing.
He only does acid when he's designing L5R cards. You know this.
Tyler's light side deck is the Sabine Ezra love story.
I think his light side deck is fine. That dark side deck is not fine.
Oh, I agree.
Until you get whacked with a 4 damage.
Hold on. If he's playing me, then the Reawakening is pretty bad. If it hits the Ewoks, it hits things that land on foot. It's not terrible, but it's not great. If he's playing against
if he's playing Carlos, hitting big things.
Yeah, that Chud. Remember that Chud that Josh said
was
was bad?
Yeah. He can't be targeted with. He's
Can't
gonna waste one of those on that.
Oh, that guy gets through.
Yeah. If you attack with that guy by himself and he doesn't block for 7 turns, you might win.
But Vader doesn't target.
No, Vader. How bad is
Vader's not an event.
Oof.
Vader's gonna wipe out for me? He'll wipe out Owen. He'll wipe out Ewoks. He'll wipe out Tauntauns and the Little Speeder.
Yeah.
I'm pretty.
A bunch of cards, but you'll still be sad.
Oh, I think I have no chance. That's bad.
Yeah,
I guess the other question is what's Vader wiping out on their side? Like, I think Tyler's losing a bunch of Childson guys, which is sad.
That's not sad. They're Chilton guys.
They're guys with tactics.
They have no icons.
They have a white tactics.
They are blank.
Hey, can you go back up to Jimmy's deck? Let me.
That deck's great.
I put my money on Jim.
Like Jim's dark side deck looks really good.
This is terrifying.
It is.
If he can just find bodies, like there's not a lot you could do against it. Like the only way you beat that is like he just needs to have like all of his shitty units come out.
It depends. Like,
Deck's incredibly resilient.
He does only have like one Iggy D event and 1 captured. Like he's not getting the job as reach up to like 1 million.
He's gonna get lucrative.
Like he has tricks. It's just like his bodies suck. Like if you just look through the list, that there's like a lot of guys that you're just not scared of.
Yeah, like I'll attack into Jabba. I don't care. He's not going to kill me. I'll get to attack again next turn.
Okay, I can see the argument. Who does Jim have to play?
But he'd be a good pick too.
The winner of Xavier and Daniel.
Xavier.
Oh, that's tough. This is a tough bracket.
Yeah, that's an exciting little corner down there.
Let's hear. I could vote for Donovan. I think Donovan's a good horse to bet on. What's
Yeah,
next?
he's got the best credits can buy.
I mean, Donovan he definitely has the most explosive
Who's
dark side.
who's this? It's called the Italian guy.
Oh,
Ghosts.
He's
Letix.
11 pods guy, right?
This one.
Bakos. Who's he playing? I don't think I
He's
saw
up
him.
top.
He's
He's
playing
this guy.
guys. He's going up against Rebel Jedi ships and walkers and troopers.
I honestly,
Right, so Bakos and Andrea is the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see walkers take the whole thing, honestly. But
Yeah, the top left has both of the walker players.
yeah, scroll up to John Elf list.
I unfortunately just don't have faith in this dark side deck, but I really want to see it work.
Who's got the Imperial Entanglements?
That's
The first list.
Yeah, that's Sir Ivanhoe.
Yeah, I want to see
where's
that.
This? Ooh.
Let's see his list.
He has a buy.
He's got entanglements and wampas.
Yeah.
That deck can do a lot of work.
Yeah, I want to see his decks go all the way.
I like this. I
like both his decks.
This is a good bet. As long as we're not betting on ourselves.
Those walker decks can be crazy when they hit all their discounts. I am blown away by the diversity in this field. This is fantastic.
Yeah, no deck copies. One deck with like 1 pod away. A bunch of decks are like 3 pods away.
Yeah, Josh, good job on making a pool that no one understands, but everyone likes to build in.
Yeah.
I think it's exciting too to see the champion cards finally getting played in a
that's a nice little wrinkle.
And then linking them to a set, I think, was a really good choice.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, we couldn't let It's Beautiful go into
anywhere.
into the reawakening. It takes off the stupid enhancement.
The unfortunate thing is, Mick, where do we go from here? The only way that we get one of our sets in is if I win. Right? And that's not happening. I want Legends cards. I don't mind the M cycle, but I want Legends cards.
Yeah, no.
Tyler wins.
Tyler can cards. I want to bring in the Legends cards.
Yeah, Tyler can put in the cards that he definitely didn't help design.
I mean, I feel like enough people got a copy of that.
Yeah.
So
I've been pushing that for a while.
Yeah, I got mine sitting like literally right here.
But there's other directions to take it too.
Yeah. No. The whole pool idea is wonderful. All right, I'm excited. This is hype. I'll post this on my YouTube now. All right, this is fun. I have no idea what the Skype's gonna look like. Apologies, retroactive apologies, because this Skype video might just look like garbage.
You can listen to the radio.
We have to ask Anton how to do this live on Facebook.
Or just have him do it for us next time.
Or that. All right, peace, guys.
Catch you later, fellas.